Revelation 872. From the 19th of April 1939. Earthly activity. Spiritual support. Divine power. Faith. The burdens of earth will always be bearable if you do not forget your Savior. And so today a proclamation will be given to you, which refers to earthly activity and is therefore worthy of attention. Whoever asks for the Lord's blessing and support in perpetual work, will overcome them with ease, because all power now flows to him. You must consider that you can carry out nothing without this strength, which goes out from God. That this strength is also not limited, but it lies only in your will, in which extent you request or ask for it. Therefore, people will accomplish completely different achievements and consequently also be creatively active differently. One's attitude towards God or also attitude towards the counterpower is always decisive for success, because also the counterpower supports man in most unbelievable way to get him thereby under its spell. But man's thinking will always be decisive as to which spiritual power gives support. The human being who asks for God's goodness and love must be able to count on far stronger support than when his thinking moves in purely earthly concerns and he does not think of the divine Lord. The power of God can reach man in an inconceivable measure, so that he can easily cope with work which in the earthly sense requires the greatest effort, but the earthly child must stand in fullest trust in the Father in heaven. Then every support is granted to him and he is relieved of all his own worries, if he does his part to use the divine power beneficially. The Lord works through man. Everything is possible for him, no obstacle is insurmountable, no work is too great or too difficult. And if this power and strength is requested from God, it passes directly to the person who believes. But your faith is still weak and shrinks back from every test. And if you do not let this faith become strong, you will still often have to face the seemingly insurmountable, and prove yourselves. And therefore you too must struggle for strong, unshakable faith, if you want to receive strength from God and always and constantly remain the bearer of divine power. To form this faith in such a way that it does not waver in all temptations or trials of life, is the sole purpose of all the temptations that come upon you and which you should bravely resist, always with the Savior in mind. Amen.